Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color, and this is the reading for the collective. I'm sorry, I'm fixing my volume. For April 17th through the 24th. Um, please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. For private readings, I also offer IET, which is a healing modality, which can help you to move energy, which actually doesn't even help. Well, it does help you to move energy, but basically the angels are doing the work. You just ask for what you'd like to receive. I do it on myself pretty much every day, or I try to. Let's put it that way. As you can see, I switched my apartment, and boy, am I happy. Boy, am I happy. The other place just wasn't working out for me. It just wasn't. Anyway. So yeah, the message, the pre-message, which I think is going to be for all signs. I'm running late as always. The question and the how can I love myself more? Like I think that's what the whole thing of Mexico is for me. How can I love myself more? So I was staying at this place. It was okay. It was inexpensive, which is good. But the hosts just weren't, I don't know, friendly, hospitable. It's like, okay, I'm staying here. Okay, offer me a cup of coffee. Anyway, and I'd asked for an iron for like over a week, and it was like, you know what, it's time to move. So I'm staying at the most luxurious place I've ever stayed in my life. It is, it's look at the doors. It's Art Deco. Look at the old telephone thing to call the I don't know, the doorman, I guess. I have a terrace. It's really grand. It's really freaking grand. And it's comfortable. It's comfortable. So, the question is, it's like, okay, so I'm in some situation, or you're in some situation, or a physical environment, and it's like, well, am I loving myself? It's as simple as that. Am I loving myself? So that's my little pre-message. How can I love myself more fully? Right? So, I obsessed all day looking for this place, and I finally checked in at like 9 o'clock because I realized like I had to get out of that place. I didn't feel like I was welcome, really. And that's it. Like, there's nothing more to say. So it was an opportunity for me to take care of myself. That was what it was. And so I took it. And this is not that this is like my third time coming up with this opportunity since I've been here, at least. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, begins very lovely. All right, so we start with the Magician. So the Magician is a fascinating card. It's a 1. He's the leader. He has all the tools he needs. To me, the Magician is born. The Magician is like your soul incarnating and coming down to this plane yet again. And with the knowledge, whether subconscious or conscious, that I have everything I need, the world is abundant, and I can be part of that abundance. I could be part of whatever it is I choose to be a part of, because I'm the leader. Okay, that's my little mini message. Sometimes I go back. Then I have the moon, which I think came up last week. So the moon, I mean, look, we just had a full moon, but the moon is really, at the end of the day, it's a mysterious path. At the end of the day, it's like I'm being led by my dreams. I'm being led by my intuition. I'm being led by, something that's like I don't quite understand. Something is mysterious. There's something mysterious going on here. And then I have Our Lady of Abundance, and she's also, this is Venus. This is Venus. And this is also Mother Earth, and she's pregnant and she's fertile and abundant. So maybe with my magical powers as a human, it's not like, oh, well, I wasn't born with magical powers. Sure, you were, you're human. I can access my dreams toward being more abundant, more fertile, more nurturing, more at ease. She's very at ease, this one. She's very at ease, you know. She's so at ease, you know what I mean? She's wearing this huge caftan and she's just sitting in the garden, allowing it to grow, kind of manifesting the growth, but in this very relaxed, that's what I'm getting today, very relaxed sort of manner. Yeah, because so it's towards stability, right? It's towards stability. Because this is the journey that your soul is leading you on. Mexico's a Virgo. I have Virgo rising. This is the card of Virgo. Virgo has this sense of it's in its highest incarnation, let's say, because all the signs have their positive and negative elements. But at the end of the day, Virgo is about service. It's really about service. And I feel like the service is towards one's own soul. Okay, so what I'm getting, okay, this is the card of memory. It's card of persistence. I think it's the persistence of holding on to, or not even holding on to. I don't want to say holding on to. I just did, but I didn't want to say it. Oh. Gifts and abundance and kindness and loveliness. Like that's the energy to tap into, like the loveliness of children being generous, right? The loveliness of children. So being the child, and being the child that gives, and also being the child that receives, because it's like, how we can get in this plane. It's like, well, that's my shirt. You can't wear my shirt. It's like, it's more like, you're my friend. You want to borrow the shirt, or you want to take the shirt? Take the shirt. And then your friend, without asking you, buys you ice cream. It's kind of a little bit like that. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. More abundance, more clarity, more nourishment. This is about nourishment. This is about nourishment. This is about nourishment. Beautiful. Going to a different place into your head. This is also, I think if you've been watching me regularly, I always feel like this card is very matriarchal, because I always feel like that this is not his wife, this is his mother or his grandmother. And, they're refugees, they're leaving, right? And, it takes a lot to leave your land. It's got to really be a serious situation. But I always feel like with that card, it's kind of, there's an energy of the matriarch makes the final decision, right? The matriarch says, oh, yeah, it's time to go. Yeah. And once she makes the decision, everybody gets on the boat. So there's an energy in that card for me of calling upon your female or feminine, it could be a queen, right? Energy, like the ancient energy, the ancestral energy, it's kind of like, so in terms of, okay, like the abundance and the nourishment and the fertility and the dreamscape and the creation, right? So it's like, can I love myself as much as my mother loved me? Right. And look, I know some people have issues with their mother, blah, blah, blah. But, there's somebody out there, whether dead or alive, it's either your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, the older woman who lives around the corner, somebody with that energy of, I love you so much that I'll, whatever you want to do is fine. Whatever you want to eat, if you want to sleep, you can sleep. If you want to play, we can play. Like, I love you so much. So so I feel like the energy is this reciprocal, because there's a real reciprocation going on here of the more I can give and love myself and treat myself like the sweet child that I am, right? Or that I was, or that I still, whatever, both. The more I'm taken care of, the more I allow myself to take care of myself, the more I can bring that to the world, the more I can get in touch with what my soul's mission is, the more I can get in touch with what's stable. Oh, and joy. Oh my God. This is also, both of these cards are very, there's a real artistic bent to this. There's a real creative, artistic, I think I'll draw. I think I'll bake something. I think I'll work in the garden. I think I'll do something physical that brings me joy that maybe I could share with others, or it doesn't even matter if I share it with others. I'm doing it to bring myself joy, whatever that is. For some people, that's also reading a book, and sharing what you got in the book with somebody. It's kind of like that. So it doesn't have to be, so many people tell themselves, like, I don't have a creative bone in my body. It's like, yes, you do. You're a human. You're part of the Godhead. So in the Godhead, all it does is create. So we're in a constant state of creation. We're in a constant state of creation. So I think the message of the week is, why not create joy? Why not create joy? Right? I feel like I had rented that other place in a way to kind of push me, now looking at it. Because the whole time I was like, I don't really feel like I'm welcome. I don't really feel like I'm welcome. I feel like here's the key. And, I ran Airbnb in a very different way. I had an Airbnb in my apartment for 7 years. And interestingly, a guy, because I've been here many times, there's a guy literally up this street that I stayed with for a month. And I've already gone 3 places with him. I've only been here since the 12th. I've already gone 3 places. He's always inviting me. It's like, he's warm, he's hospitable, he's lovely. I anyway, I'm staying here. And I'm staying here. It's a long story. But it's like, and the interesting thing is, it's very unusual for Mexico, because I find Mexicans to be very warm and generous and hospitable and kind and just giving, just generally giving. And it was like, everything, and you don't feel like asking for anything because it's not somebody who gives you anything, you know? Anyway, I took care of myself at the end of the day. I took care of myself. And this is really the most lovely place I've ever stayed. And it makes me really feel good about myself. Was it over my budget? Yeah, it was over my budget. I'm not staying here forever. And, I'd be open to be like a roommate to another Airbnb, but I have to really read more carefully. I mean, I'm pretty good at um, I don't know, figuring out who's the one, right? in terms of like, because when they write all about the host more than about the apartment, then you kind of get it. It was the reason I took that one is because it was fairly close to downtown, which I like. So you want to be near the middle of the city so you can get everywhere. And it was really inexpensive, comparatively. And it was like, you know what? Live a little, treat yourself well. So I think the message is create joy, not just for you, for us. Blessings.